Hello, air signs, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I'd like to welcome you aboard. I certainly appreciate your subscription. Okay, so what I like to do for you guys today is that I'm going to give you yet another reading, but in this reading, I like to kind of help you focus on those destructive tendencies embedded within yourself to help you restore harmony in your life. Okay, and this would basically be a shadow reading today. And many of you might be asking, what in fact is a shadow reading? Okay. So with this reading, basically, I'm going to help you discover your evil twin, you know, your anomaly, the other, even the doppelganger, if many of you are familiar with that term as used in literature. Okay. And this reading basically is going to help you to be a bit more honest with yourself because I know that many of you have been going through a tumultuous period um, when it comes to your romantic situation here. So, this reading, it does not have a validity date here. So you could constantly look at it and to help you heal, basically. Okay? So, I'm going to go on and get started. And ladies and gentlemen, rest assured that this reading is not going to resonate for all of you guys out there because it is general. So go on and just, accept whatever it does offer you and just let the rest fly. Okay? And if it does resonate, be sure to like and share and subscribe. Okay? So let's go on and get started here. And I'm going to start off by um, uh, pulling a few cards from my zombie tarot deck here, okay? And we're going to start off, ladies and gentlemen, just by looking at the bottom card first here, okay? We have strength, okay? So with strength, ladies and gentlemen, this shows that the shadow of this card is rage, or the imbalance, or the out of ease or dis-ease meaning of this card is being uh, lacking courage, lacking integrity. That many of you appear to be riddled with fears. You're feeling insecure, or you're just not believing in things, or just being very intolerant of your situation. And of course, this could kind of, kind of filter into all areas of your life, including your romantic situation here. It shows valid tendencies or just a sense of feeling depressed, So this card here, strength, is telling you, ladies and gentlemen, to try to have a bit more courage, and being aware of your surroundings is certainly key here. And keep in mind that because this is a strength card, it says that although, you're feeling a bit vulnerable, you do in fact have this strength to overcome things. But this card, one thing about this card is asking you, ladies and gentlemen, to be very patient with your situation, okay? Because it shows that a vast improvement is to be expected here with that strength card here, all right? So let's go on and just dive right on deeply into your reading here. And basically, uh, the questions that I'm answering here is, what do you really need to know about your shadow that you are unaware of, okay? So we're going to look at what you might be denying here. We have the Wheel of Fortune, ladies and gentlemen, all right? So with this card, ladies and gentlemen, when you think of the Wheel of Fortune, you deeply ask yourself what type of negative or positive things that people tend to say about you that you seem to have a hard time accepting here. Or what, in fact, are you afraid of discovering? Or it could even be your blind spot, ladies and gentlemen, or even blocks to your growth. So, with this Wheel of Fortune, it shows that many of you have a tendency of blaming. You know, you have a tendency of being stuck and having a very difficult time embracing change, or you're feeling very as if you are a victim here of fate. I'm also getting the feeling that many of you appear to be a jack of all trades here, but a master of none. Some of you flint from one subject or topic to the next. I'm kind of getting, or even career. And some of you just want to, it seems like you want to maintain the status quo here. Again, a fear of change and just really clinging to the past and really blaming others. And because this card is showing in your denial section, it could potentially be, again, you're having a hard time letting an ex go or getting rid of past hurts that I'm getting here. All right? But the gift of this card, ladies and gentlemen, it brings about new beginnings. And it's telling you that whether you're ready for it or not, a new beginning is about to emerge and an auspicious turn of events. And this card is also telling you to, try to speak up more for yourself. Stop over planning. All right? Embrace change here. Okay? So, looking at this is the section that deals with your denial area. Let's move on and choose another card and just see your anxiety. Okay? And with that, we have the moon here. All right? So, this card tells us, or it gives us clues of when you really get nervous or anxious or sensitive with others. It asks you, what loss do you feel here? So with this moon, the shadow side of this card is all about confusion here, you know? And it's all about, it seems that many of you really doubt your feelings a lot. You doubt your spiritual flashes. And again, I have to further emphasize the fact that many of you seem to be depressed a lot, I'm getting, okay? And I feel that a lot of you tend to have the proclivity to really accept others' advice when it's really unwarranted here, okay? And so the way to heal here is with this card is all about mystery, ladies and gentlemen. So you need to really trust your intuitive faculties a bit more. Trust, what you're kind of feeling in your dreams or really in fact seeing in your dreams for that matter. All right? Let's select another card here just to look at your inferiority. Look at when you most lack confidence. And to see where this lack of confidence, see from where it stems, and to see whether it's really affecting your life in the present here. Okay, we have the Tower. All right. So with the Tower, of course, the shadow of this card, of course, is all about destruction. Okay. And this is suggesting that many of you, you're very predictable, I'm getting. Or you're holding on, ladies and gentlemen, to old goals and ways of doing things that prevent you from moving forward with new opportunities as well as new relationships here. So it's quite plausible that some of you even have a new person who have entered your life where you're still vacillating, you really don't know what to do, and I'm feeling with this card you have an unwillingness to embrace change, or you're just being very, I feel you're you're just being very pretentious. You're not really showing the true you here, okay? Particularly around others. And many of you, I feel you're just being a bit too rigid. So the gift of this card is suggesting to you that, or urging you to try to see things from a new perspective and know that you do have the inner strength to find it here. All right? So again, this is your inferiority there. Okay? Let's go on and select another card, ladies and gentlemen. And with that card, we're going to look at your anger here. What qualities in a person do you most dislike? We're going to look at those qualities or qualities in people that you really have difficulty dealing. Okay? We have the Magician. All right? So with the Magician card, it kind of helps you to really discover, your anger. All right? And that's what this really is all about. So it shows that, you hate people who tend to be very scattered. You hate people that tend to lack focus. you know, and abuse power, someone just using trickery and or deception. And I feel that many of you have been, confronted with these type of issues, which is why you're still trying to make a decision about this ex, because I feel that this person has done this to you, you know? And this person tends to, or the people that you've been meeting, always tend to be using some type of trickery to kind of make their ends meet, or they're very narcissistic. These are qualities in people that you really hate. Someone who really leaves a very destructive, drug led type life here. And someone who really doesn't want to learn anything, and someone that's very extremely nervous that I'm kind of getting here, you know? So again, I have to stress here that with this, in order for you to kind of get rid of this destructive patterns, that you're going to have to make a choice, or you're going to have to prioritize, or really start to set boundaries. And you need to really trust your inner guide and visualize your goal as accomplished result, and really manifest them, and try to have more realistic expectations, particularly with people, because understand that the soul of man is evil. Okay, let's move on and look at our next card here in this. And with this card, we're going to bring out the secrets here. All right, things that perhaps that you rarely talk about to others, even perhaps secrets that you've kind of harbored since you've been a child, or just family secrets, or what you feel or fear, ladies and gentlemen, that someone might even find out about you. All right, so let's look at that next card here. We have the Hermit, ladies and gentlemen. So with this card, of course, it connects with earth sign. And this card is all about really the fear of the dark here that I'm kind of getting, you know? So I feel that many of you, it seems that you're really fearing isolation or boredom, or just feeling being out in the cold, I'm kind of getting, or just of interest, you're just fearing introspection, I'm getting, or just some of you might even with this card, ladies and gentlemen, might even have an over dependence, ladies and gentlemen, on readings in a very extreme way that I'm kind of getting. So much so that it tends to rule your life here. You constantly evade problems, I'm kind of getting here. Or you're just a bit impatient or indecisive, and some of you might even be unable to accept the aging and or death process too that I'm getting with this card here. All right. Let's look at your next card here, ladies and gentlemen. But prior to getting into that, understand that with this Hermit card, all right, it certainly it shows like you're at a fork in the road when it kind of comes to making decisions. So this card is also asking you again to really seek spiritual counsel, or some of you might even decide to use meditation, or just use your inner wisdom to help you with solutions to your problems here. All right, let's look at our last card here, and this card is all about self-loathing here. So you have the World card. All right, so this card is by far the most devastating shadow here. Okay, so it shows that the world is all about completeness. So it shows that many of you are in fact your own worst enemy. Some of you might even feel that everyone else has everything but you know? And even in fact, many of you could even potentially be chasing a rainbow that is impossible, really to catch here. I'm kind of getting. And I feel that a lot of you are missing the joy that really exists in the here and now, because you're constantly focused on the past and it needs to be let go. Or quite possibly some of you are looking for someone else to really make you happy. And again, thinking unrealistic okay, realistically, and not really taking charge of your life as you should be, okay? So again, I have to stress that this card is really kind of telling you to really let go of past attachments, ladies and gentlemen, and start to stand your ground here, okay? Now, I noticed, after pulling out these cards here, I noticed that, there were two wands in this card. So it certainly shows that a union or a partnership in love and or career is imminent for you guys. So I kind of see some type of strength in relationship, but I don't feel that it's going to be with this ex. Just now, I don't. I really don't until you kind of resolve some of these problems here. And then just looking at your numbers here, it results in a numerical theme of 3. So it connects with the Empress. All right. So it shows that your hard work, this is a very fertile period here, and your hard work will soon pay off because one cycle is ending, right, with this world card, and another one is about to commence, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So I'm going to go on and shuffle a few more cards here from a few other decks here just to get you some more information here on your situation. Okay, we're going to see what we have. Spirit, give us some more guidance for air sign as they move along through not only this year, but the next, okay? Because again, as I've told you, this reading does not have a validity period, okay? All right. And this shows that you are or you will awaken. There's a great awakening that is about to happen here. So walk in your truth, ladies and gentlemen, and really stand firm in your light because it's very important. And understand that the universe certainly rewards motion. Ask yourself, what guided action can you take today, ladies and gentlemen? Understand that what it has no bearing on what will be, and what is has really no bearing on what will be. So the past really doesn't, influence your future. So what does your idea life look like and feel like, ladies and gentlemen, what this card is kind of telling you? And understand that whatever is occurring in your life is certainly all in divine order. Allow it to happen. And ask yourself this simple question: how can you relax into the flow and go with the current of life, ladies and gentlemen? Okay? Now I'm going to shuffle another deck for you guys just to see what are a few things that you might consider surrendering, okay, as you move forward. Okay. Look, surrender denial. Isn't that something? That's the first card that pops up. Accept people, ladies and gentlemen, in situation exactly as they are, without really denying the difficulties. Then you really could see things clearly and make the decision. Of course, you guys need to make a decision. So surrender denial. Surrender unrealistic expectations. Surrender to your full power, ladies and gentlemen, because your life is certainly calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Important changes are about to come up for you guys. And surrender, ladies and gentlemen, your need to always be right. That's very important, okay? Try to give others, ladies and gentlemen, the gift of letting them be right sometimes and be yielding, ladies and gentlemen, not rigid, because this certainly is going to help you resolve conflicts as well as improve your relationships, okay? So in conclusion today, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to just share with you a postcard message from Spirit here, okay? Regarding the situation, things that you might want to kind of contemplate as you move along here, all right? So let's see. I have the postcard right here. So let's see what it says. Dear you, you are in such good shape right now that we are all doing a happy dance. In this moment, You have the power to make a choice to get with spirit and co create a miracle. You may wonder where this all is going. But if you want to manifest your desires for the highest good, you need to stay focused on the now. All power is in the present moment. Ask yourself, what are your dominant thoughts now? What beliefs are you motivated by? Do you have clarity right now? How is your conscious contact with the divine? Are you plugged in or are you trying to do life all by your small self? Get rid of negative energy now. Resentments be gone. Forgiveness and love enter, please. You can do your life beautifully and create your most powerful future right here, right now, in this moment. Aren't you thrilled to know you have a huge cheering section over here? Love and hugs always. Okay, air signs, this is what I have for your reading. I certainly hope that it has offered food for thought. Be sure to like and share. Okay, subscribe if you've yet to subscribe. And if you like a more personal reading, you can certainly contact me at will.brown at watconsultinginc.net. Enjoy your evening, and I look forward to hearing your comments. Thank you.